Isn't the case manager supposed to be here or just the director?
Oh, yeah.
This audio takes place January 16, 2019. That was on a Wednesday. And this was a discussion with the director, the shelter director, a recent employment specialist who just joined within this week, this following week, and a case manager, a new case manager that we had for a few months, very few months, short amount of months, more like.
Miss Daniel,
Isn't it supposed to be both?
Like two people.
the reason why I brought you here is to talk about employment.
Oh, which I'm doing every day.
Okay, I'm waiting for your case manager to come in.
Yeah, I do every
And we'll
day.
have this conversation about your son also.
Yeah, but every day I'm on
Close the door, Miss
employment.
Turner, please.
I'm on
Miss
employment
Turner.
every
Oh,
day.
close the door.
Jacob is coming?
He is? But you have to speed it up.
Take your boo.
Is he coming?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's talking about Jacob, the employment specialist who just arrived. He just arrived there within a week, and he's already there making a statement about us, me and my mom. He doesn't know us long enough to make a statement. The reason why Jacob, the employment specialist, is there in the director and the shelter's director office is because the multi-agent quantum AI computers made sure to set him to make a suggestion to the case manager. So the case manager can make suggestions to the director that we are not looking for jobs, because that would be incorrect. Me and my mom go to a job training program. She goes to America Works. I go to WeCare, and WeCare is for people who have medical conditions, and WeCare searches for jobs for people, suitable jobs for people who have medical conditions.
I'm on
Miss Daniel, how long you been at this shelter?
No, I came in April.
Okay.
Yeah.
Prior to when you came here, where were you before? Were you in another shelter?
No, I was in
Okay.
a hotel.
So listen, it's soon going to be a year that you're in shelter here.
I understand that.
Okay?
Sometimes I get my dad.
One second.
Yeah.
This is for you and your son. Miss Turner, this is a case conference that we're having here with myself, your case manager, Miss Turner, and Mr. Jacob Humphrey, who is our employment specialist.
The employment specialist just recently got there. He doesn't know us long enough to make a statement. Yet it shows me how they do not know any better. They do not know how to actually do their jobs properly. Everything they're doing at that time, and the way they're painted, the way that time itself was established by the multi-agent quantum AI computers, it shows me that the multi-agent quantum AI computers wants me and my mom in this situation as long as possible, so it can actually allow the shelter employees, to conclude that we do not want to search for any jobs, and especially me, a person who have medical conditions. I'm talking about I have a severe pain on in my left testicle, and it's been like that since fall 2014. It's going to be really difficult to find a job. Not only that, the multi-agent quantum AI computers, regardless of how many jobs that I put in for, I haven't even received any calls or emails.
Mr. Humphrey's job here is to assist our clients who is unemployed. He's here to assist the families with
Assist the families. We already going. The director who's talking at that time does not have the concept at that time within her mind. At that time, was not concentrating on us being in a job training program, because that's inducing stress. We had to come back into a shelter. We had to go back to see a shelter job developer when we already have an employment specialist? We already have a job developer in a job training program. Why do we need to see an employment specialist in a shelter? And when I told the employment specialist Jacob Humphreys about myself being in a job training program we call WeCare, he said, "What is that?" He said, "What is that?" The person is unaware that I'm going to a job training program because he himself is not communicating properly with the case manager, Miss Turner. Miss Turner is supposed to inform Mr. Jacob that me and my mom goes to a job training program.
Employment.
And for my case manager to easily accept Mr. Humphreys, Mr. Jacob suggestions shows that she does not know any better about her position as a case manager. And it's only personal ideas that allow the suggestions to go further, to put me and my mom in the deepest part, the deepest situation, as far to the point that this director has to report us to DHS.
Okay, so you and your son been in this shelter. It's soon going to be a year in April.
You see what I'm talking about.
So it's time that you find a job.
And you already know their final thoughts. You already know the director's final thoughts. It's time for you to find a job. It is not my mom and me. It is not our actions. It is the people actions that we're putting in for. By means, the jobs that we're putting in for. They're accountable for offering us a job in the very first place. My mom is looking for a clinic job, not a nursing home. She's not a nurse for a nursing home. She's a nurse for a medical clinic, an LPN. She's an LPN nurse for a medical clinic. But the case manager and the director, and not only the director, the employment specialists do not know the difference between clinic and nursing home for a nurse.
Learning that
Well,
myself. I
Let
do
me
that every
finish.
day,
Let
every
me
day.
finish.
Except for Saturday, well, even Sunday.
Let me finish, okay? Because this is serious.
I learned that the director had made suggestions, had direct a suggestion message to my mother, so it can draw out enough emotions so it can make her look like she does not want to get the intention. The intention for my mom is that it's suggesting my mom that she does not want a job, and to lure it out so it can actually be shown that she does not want a job. My mom starts to get really emotionally irritated from the director response because she mentioned a personal response.
Stuff.
Yeah, it is.
After this conference, if you don't find a job,
No,
our
it's
next
not a
conference, you're gonna have to go to DHS,
All right, I'll
the
go get it.
Department of Homeless.
If I don't
Okay?
get a job,
I'm sorry?
I do go get a job, and there's different reasons why I didn't get one.
What is your reason for not getting a job?
When I go,
She said, "What is your reason for?" How is that appropriate for a shelter director to say that to a client? She never, and not only that, the director never even looked at me in my face. She never looked at my eyes, nor asked me any question about why I do not want to get a job. She's already concluded that I do not want to get a job. She's judging my age. She's not aware about my.
go to the agent, I do nursing, so when I go to the agency, they want me to have the things they want, and I don't have that sometimes.
Okay,
And I
stop
have
for
to
a
try to get
minute.
that.
Stop for a minute and
I'm trying
listen
do
to
that.
what I'm
I even got
saying.
my license and everything. I did everything.
You'll hear me saying in the background suggestions. This is what.
to get my license.
Okay, we all can't speak at the same time.
No, I'm trying
So
to explain
please
to you. You
listen.
think I'm not
You've
doing
been
nothing.
saying that since you came to this show.
You hear what she said? it's been months since we actually saw the director. The last time we saw the director, me and my mom saw the director was around this time, either the 30th or 31st of May 2018. Yet she recalls that my mother had been saying that. That's the last time we saw the director.
Yeah, because I just got my license in June when I got the money. I had to wait till June to get the money. And the money came late in June, and then I had to try to get the CPR, the VTLS, all those classes in April and August. Yes, I did.
Okay, listen to
Nobody
me.
understands what I'm trying to do because you don't understand what I'm doing. But you think I'm just sitting around hoping I don't get
Well,
it
you're
done.
not gonna sit here
Every
and
day
wait
I
for
go
a
to
nursing
Jupiter.
job
No, I
to come
don't.
and fall in your lap.
To come and fall in your lap. Suggestions to come and fall in your lap. And that suggestion is to draw out the emotion from my mom so she can display that behavior, so the shelter employees can actually think that she does not want to get a job in the very first place. Is to draw enough emotions out so she can display that behavior to actually make them think that she does not want to get a job.
Because it's
No,
not
I
gonna
went to a
happen.
lot of interviews. You don't know what's going on. See, you're wrong. I don't know who's talking to you, but you're wrong. I go to interviews. I run on the train. I go on the buses to interviews. Yes, I did. Every time I go to
Ms.
interviews.
Turner,
Maybe
take
she don't
notes.
understand because she's saying things to you, but she's wrong. She don't know what's going on.
First of all, you can't say I'm wrong
None
because
of
I
you don't know what's
never
going on
said.
with me. Every day
No
God is
one,
my business.
I
I'm
never
looking for a
said.
job.
I never
I'm hoping
said
this week. I
that.
even called on the phone this week to the people at the job today,
Okay, so,
and Monday.
Don't
I'm
say
waiting to
I'm
see
wrong
what they
because you
say.
don't
I have
know
to
the
wait.
conversation that I have with Ms.
And
Pat.
I got all
So
the
the whole thing
emails
is.
saying they're reviewing my application and that's what they said.
Okay, so let's stop going around in
No, I'm
circles
just telling
here.
you what's going on.
I know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on. You really don't
But
know.
let me speak.
You don't know what's going
let
on.
me speak,
You're wrong.
please.
You're wrong with me. So
Okay,
you want to say
if
what
you're
you
not
want.
gonna listen to me,
No, but you're wrong with me. You're making me sound like I'm
We,
just running around in
but
circles,
you're
but
not
I'm
even giving her the chance
Exactly.
to speak.
That's
You
what-
had the she gave you the
No.
opportunity
She's
to
already
speak, so
concluding
let
her
her
idea.
She
speak.
wanted to put me down.
And
say I'm looking
she's
for a
not
job.
putting you
She said
down.
I'm sitting
She
here
never
waiting for a
said
job
you
to fall in
wasn't
my lap.
looking for
Which
a
is bad.
job.
Y'all say I'm waiting for a job to fall in my lap. I go every day,
She's using
walking
incorrect
up and
concept.
down, looking for my job. Yes, I do. I go to interviews.
well here, we're gonna find
When they
your
call me
job.
to
Mr. Humphrey,
You can't find
Miss
me a
Daniel.
job.
Yeah, it's all
I
personal.
want to put my
Miss
resume in.
I'm your son.
I put my resume
It's
in.
personal.
I'm your son.
And I
We're
even
gonna
called
find
the
a job.
office
It's so
and
personal.
talk to people and everything. I did my share. I don't know what everybody
Miss
else
Daniel,
does.
I need, can you just listen for 1 minute?
You don't know me. You don't know
I
me.
just need you to
Our
listen 1
conference is
minute.
over. You
He
can
doesn't
leave.
understand.
You can leave. You can leave.
You're wrong
You
with me.
both could
You're
leave.
wrong. You're very wrong.
You both could leave.
Because I know what I'm trying to do.
Mr.
She
Humphrey.
makes suggestions. You see what she did? I see her make suggestions at you.
Okay, tell
That's
me
the
what
artificial
you
intelligence
thought.
doing that.
Okay.
I guarantee I'm going to get a job in 2 weeks.
I spoke with the manager, the
This
case
is not
manager,
going nowhere.
Ms.
I'm going to get a
Inez,
job.
and we have a good conversation.
Because
She said that
everybody's
you were
wrong.
able
You're
to
wrong
get
with me.
a
I
When the
ain't
work.
conference is over, you
Huh?
can leave.
No,
She
I'm
said
going
that you're
to
able to get in a job.
I'll tell you right
Yes.
now. You want
So you willing to
He's talking about the case manager. That's the new case manager for the week here. So what is Mr. Jacobs talking about?
get a job?
Yes, I
So
did.
when
That's why
I
I'm
call
there.
you for an interview, I want you to come over here
Because he just-
by
I'm
yourself,
not
not with
looking
your
for a job. You're
mother.
wrong.
You see? Suggestions again. By yourself, not with your mom. But yet the appointment paper mentioned my name and my mom's name. So he contradicted himself.
That's okay?
But aren't you supposed to?
Your phone doesn't work. How you want me to get in contact with you if your phone doesn't
Another suggestion.
work?
Aren't you supposed to be seeing both of us since we're on the paper?
No, you both independent. You
I
both
bet that would be incorrect because
This
I understand.
phone, I need your phone number. It's working or doesn't work?
I'm putting it on today.
You tell them the thing last week too.
Today, the 15th. I told you the
Okay,
15th.
if you don't get it today, how are we gonna be able to connect each other?
You can call me because
Okay.
it's going to be turned on. And I'm just waiting for
Because
it.
I need to work with you more because you're still young, you're able, and you're able to do a lot of jobs. Y'all wanna work with you.
What did you say to my case manager? What?
We talk.
That's a new case manager. That's a
I
new,
need to tell you, I just work with the case manager, and we able to talk to
Mr.
get a
Humphrey.
job. That's it.
alright.
Mr. Humphreys, it's over.
Okay.
You see what I'm I'm saying? See what I'm talking about? This is what I'm talking about. And the person mentioned, I want to speak to you independently. And he still uses, the person used the word independent incorrectly because he's not speaking to me independently. He doesn't have his own office to have a one-on-one conversation with me. He's sitting in the hallway where his fellow colleagues can actually listen to our conversation. By means, listen to my personal business. So there would be another video about this very soon. Alright.